What's up, guys? I'm J-dubb, and today we're out here and we're going to be doing some black powder squirrel hunting. As y'all guys can see, we got some snow last night, and it's been a long time since I got to hunt in the snow. We very rarely get it during deer season. I'm going to take full advantage and do it, and go out right now while we've got squirrel season still in. Go out here, see if we can get a couple squirrels, see what we can get into. Figure I'd bring y'all guys along with me. So let's get to it. All right, guys, we got a little deer trail running right here. We're just gonna walk it. Hopefully that'll keep us from falling down the hill. It's not real high up on the hill, just kind of walking the edge of it. Oh, it fell. Okay, so I made it up here. Got a nice dry rock to sit on, and let me show y'all what we're looking at. We got a pretty long ways we can see. I'd say 50 yards down there to about the creek. It's probably about right. Maybe 50 yards out that way. I got a pretty good line of sight. So we're gonna sit here for a little bit and just see what we can see. Maybe we'll get a squirrel moving around. Maybe we won't. Guys, this is what it's about. Getting out here, you don't have to get anything. Just get out here and look around. I seen it looked like a coyote take off running a little bit ago. I'm gonna try to get set back up, maybe call him back in. I do have a squirrel call that has a distress call on it, so might be able to call him back in. But something that looked like a dog took off running up on that hill over there, so we're gonna get set up down here and see if we can get him. All right, guys, so we're up here. We've you can see this is all rock, all loose rock. It's falling down. There's a big rock bluff right up here. This is where I'll sit during deer season when I do hunt up here. This is national forest. Very rarely do I hunt this place, but when I do, this is one of the rock bluffs that I hunt. So gives you a pretty good line of sight with this rifle. 50 yards, 75 yards is pushing it with me to hit a squirrel, but within 50 yards, I'm pretty good with it. So we're up there, sit, and maybe we'll get a squirrel, but it's gonna be fun getting up there with all the snow on it. So let's get to it. All right, guys, I got y'all clipped on my gun so that I can walk up here, talk to you, but this is some loose rock. It is no fun to climb up, but I got a nice hole up here that I'm hoping still has everything in it from last year when I hunted up here. So, man, isn't it beautiful? Look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Up there's where we're headed. All right, almost there. Not much further to go. So I've got to get right up there and you can perch up on that rock. Well, I got you here and we're taking a break. Go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below if you like these type of videos. Now, let's get back up here. Nice spot, get seated. Yes, crazy to tell y'all this, but we got squirrel tracks running right down this little cut here. You gotta come back and get your camera. Guys, never forget, you can't forget your camera. So let's climb back up it a second time. All right, guys, so I got up here and we fell down climbing up, which means the gun is soaked, which also means our freezing is soaked. So we're going to clean this out and get it dried off real well. When it closed up, reach down my bag, see what we got that we can use. I almost brought a rag with me and I was like, nah, I'm not going to need it. Now I think we're going to need it. The Black Powder TV, go check them out. I'll put their link down in the description. He's the guy that actually turned me on to this bag, and this thing is awesome. So I'll put a link down to the bag in the link, and I'll put a link down to his channel. Awesome channel. I've got my gloves. We can use that. That'll work. So get down in here, see if we can get this frizzing dried out, this pan dried out. Show y'all what we came up. I don't know if y'all be able to see that, but we came up from the very bottom down there all the way up here on loose rock. So that was fun. But let's get this thing primed back up, get set up, and I believe I can hit a coyote at 100 yards from up here. So I think we'll be good. We got a few oak trees, a couple hickory trees around us. So hey, we'll get a squirrel. I got my call, and it has this distress call. Killed a lot of coyotes over the years with that distress call by squirrel hunting. So get this thing primed up and get back to it. Here's our little spot. This rock is going to kind of shelter us a little bit. Kind of got a spot already cleared out. Set him right here with us and get ready. Guys, that's what we call a good old-fashioned miss. That is exactly what we call a miss. Well guys, we've been up here for about 2.5 hours, and that's the only squirrel I've seen. I had that one animal run off on the hill over there, and that's about it. That was a bit far shot of a squirrel, but I've been watching him for now about 20 minutes, and he kept getting further away from me, so I figured it was better to take the chance and try to hit him than it was to not get him at all. But guys, we're gonna head up here, go up there where I do my trap line, walk around, see if we can find where the coyotes have been, and do a little squirrel hunt too. So y'all stay tuned for that. All right guys, as you can see, we made it up here. We got a fresh blanket of snow on the ground, and look, we've already got tracks. Let's look around. We're gonna look for coyote tracks, deer tracks, find out where all these animals are moving. These are definitely deer tracks. You can see the fork. I brought the gun. Hopefully we can get a few squirrels. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and I want to see what's all moving up here and find out why we're not catching coyotes this year. And while we're doing it, we're just gonna see if we can get a couple squirrels. So I'll catch y'all guys up on the mountain. All right, so we're walking up here, and I come across this. You can see little back feet, front feet. Actually, I think it's backwards. I think that's his front feet. There's his back feet. I don't know. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that definitely looks like front feet and those look back feet. But you can see he's coming down this way. And this little bit of snow right here, that would have all been melted off yesterday. That's what we got last night. So it's definitely fresh. That was sometime this morning, because it didn't start snowing until after midnight. We continue to walk out this road. If they're moving here, they're moving other places. No other signs of anything else other than deer and this one squirrel. So we'll continue our little trek. Yeah, as you can see, we got a little Peter Cottontail. Came through here. He may have heard us and got scared, but then he wasn't in too big of a hurry as he ran off. So you never know. When I'm getting a rabbit, it's really thick back here. As you can see, it's real brushy. There's a lot of rabbits on this end of the property, which is kind of bad because this is where we bobcat trap. Or if you got a lot of rabbits, you don't have a lot of bobcats, so keep that in mind. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, this wouldn't have been a bad one to find during hunting season. I know they killed one decent buck up here this year. It was probably that one, because it's right up here where a lot of the guys come up here and hunt. Still, guys, no signs of turkey or nothing. All right, guys, we spotted a squirrel. I'm gonna sit right here and give him a little bit. He's a little far out. I'm hoping maybe he'll work his way this way. I'll give him a little bit. He's right out there. There's a tree. He's sitting in that tree cutting a nut right now, so we'll see if he shows up over here. So far, he hasn't acted spooked, so he might not know I'm here. All right, so I found some more tracks. You can see, you got small foot, 2 big feet. It's a squirrel coming across the road right here. Went over there. I don't know where these things are at. They're clearly moving this morning because I found a couple sets of tracks, but I haven't seen any sign of them. I heard one cutting, and that's been about it. So we're gonna come back here, find a spot, sit down for a little bit, just see if we can catch one moving. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Wind's kind of messing me up now. We'll see. But regardless, it is a beautiful morning to be out here. Look at that. Great day. So I'll stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get one. Well, guys, I missed that one. That was a long hunt right here at the end of the day. And got some serious tracks of something down here. Show y'all how far we missed him. Oh, if you look, right there's the hole. About here's where he was. He was actually, his body, center mass of his body was probably right about here, and his head was over here, and I shot, and this is where I hit. So that was probably about 40 yards. I can't believe I missed. That's twice. I've missed 2 squirrels now. Maybe I need to go back and do some more load development on this gun. Got some new patches coming in. I think that's it, because we're definitely low left again. So I don't know. Get out here, get reloaded. Maybe we'll get another shot in. This thing's ready to go. All right, guys, I want to show y'all something. I'm sure a lot of people don't know what these are, but if you look, there's one. If you look up in that tree, there's a big black dot. I'm gonna track my finger right about there. I'll try to zoom in on it. That, I've never seen one this low to the ground, but that is that, which is also known as a squirrel nest. And this is an old one. It's been here for years. Nothing's ever been in it that I've known of. But all they do is they kind of bunch the sticks and stuff up, and then a bunch of your, and they get a bunch of your stuff. But that would be a squirrel nest. I'm sure a lot of y'all guys didn't know that. If you're walking around, you'll see them up in trees. They look like just big balls of leaves sitting there. If you can find those and hunt near them, pretty good chance you'll catch a squirrel coming back and forth. This little spot down here has got a bunch in these trees, but very rarely do I ever see squirrels here. So, you know, sometimes my advice works, sometimes it doesn't. But I figured I'd take a chance to show y'all that one, because you can see he's real low to the ground. Normally they're not low to the ground. Normally they're up in the top of trees. So I'm not really sure what they were thinking with that one. So here's these squirrel tracks I showed y'all earlier. If you look in the top of this tree, there's a squirrel nest. If you go down to this tree, there's a squirrel nest. And right up there is the squirrel nest I just showed y'all. So clearly this is a good spot to sit. I sat here when we were walking up here, Never saw anything, but clearly they're in here, they're moving around. They're probably, honestly, if I had to guess, that squirrel's probably up in that nest in the top of that tree right now, because it's getting windy. They don't do well in the wind. We're gonna walk out. Got a few other places to check, look for some, and these coyotes, I don't know where they're at, but they're starting to annoy me too. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that bell notification button so you can be notified of each and every video we put out. And guys, like always, take someone outdoors. Bye guys.